It's not different.
That's my loyalty to you. That's my love. That's how
Hmm.
I'm showing you I love you.
Hmm.
That's how I'm showing you I'm in love with you.
I
Like
I'm
agree
they,
with
taking.
they like
So yeah,
honestly, that
you.
was
Unless
like
you
the
just
first
unless
time.
you just like the king of simps or something like that. But other than that,
Like outside of outside of like my own household, like with growing up and my family and stuff, that was the first time I actually seen like men like overall in a country all have the same sentiment. They all have a certain level of respect for each other. Like I'm talking about men towards other men and women towards other women. And
and I,
some of them have multiple wives.
I'm not saying this to go against the grain either, bro. Like it's just like it's a real thing, cuz.
so you don't think that guys from whatever you believe in or whatever, the guys that have more than one wife can be in love with both of them for different reasons or for the same whatever the reason is.
Bro, to be honest, bro, we are the only mammals on this planet that practice this whole monogamy stuff. Like every
Mm-mm.
other, every,
We the only culture that that practice it. That don't happen everywhere.
now we ain't the only culture that practices it.
We one of the only cultures that practice that. We are
Monogamy.
Yeah.
We see white people practice that out every day.
No, well, that's
Western
not a
culture. Western
Oh,
culture.
Western culture, not black
Yeah.
culture. Okay.
Yeah.
Duh.
and that's only a certain part of Europe
Yeah,
because the rest
so
of Europe, like nomadics, they didn't practice that.
that's why I hate to hear where like when a dude cheat and the woman be like he ain't got no self control. Like he going against himself. Like and how it really supposed to be.
No, I think that having control is that's just human because you got to have control in everything that you do. And
Yeah.
everything you do, you got to have some level of control. You can't just go wild on everything. You know what I'm saying? Because if we didn't have control, motherfuckers would be out here raping and pillaging. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
exactly. That's what I'm saying. If we
But
didn't
that's
have
not against our
control,
nature. That's against that's not just against our nature. Having self-control is that's supposed to be a norm. Just because you can do something don't mean that you should do something. Um, but then at the same time, what we've normalized is completely different in my opinion.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? So we've tamed ourselves. That's just human nature. We are always going to adjust to whatever the cultural norms are because that is largely what's being preached and accepted in society. We've conditioned ourselves to believe that this is the way that you're supposed to do things. Back in the day, people used to think that you should put your coat over a rain puddle in order for a woman to step over it because we've conditioned ourselves to believe that. Never mind that it was dumb as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But that's the way that we was conditioned to believe. Now we've conditioned ourselves to believe something different. You know what I'm saying? Because the nature of who we used to be was the best people or the greatest people got the spoils. They are the ones that got the women, they got everything. You know what I'm saying? But now, you know what I'm saying? In order to try to make things equal, everybody told everybody that you just got to be with one person and you can only like and love one person, in my opinion.
Which is a lie.
I think that that's actually kind of crazy.
The person that came up with the rule was the dude that probably wasn't liked by more than one
Yeah.
person.
If
I think
if three women love you and like you, and this is just nature. I'm not talking about anybody in particular. If three women love you and like you, and all of them are sufficiently taken care of, what the hell are we talking about?
Yeah.
If they get what they need, what I don't really understand how that goes against society in general.
And they always say it ain't a bunch of good men in the world. So like because I am a good man, you should have two or three, bro. To balance things out.
I think that in a way that was kind of a way for people to allow for everybody else to be able to get a chick.
Yeah. Because
Because
I think
if this guy over there got five of them living in a crib with him or living on a property with him, then and you want one of the five, you gonna feel like he did you dirty.
yeah, because when you really break it down, men, we don't benefit from having multiple families, but like having multiple women, it's more work. So if I got to work extra hard to make sure you straight too, a level of love come with that. Just not no coochie. You can get coochie anywhere.
But 2K, you got to remember, like that's how it's that's how it's seen in this culture, but in other cultures, having being able to take on multiple women means that you're a certain type of man, meaning
Correct.
that you're a man that builds, meaning you're a man that is worthy of actually having a lineage, because every man should not have
Yeah.
lineage.
And then I think like in
So sometimes
Africa,
you might have more than one wife because you're able to build for that community, which
yeah,
means you get to have more kids, which means you get to procreate. So you do get something out of it.
yeah. But necessarily taking care of two women, like just because of sex, like that don't benefit no dude. You multi
Well, that's because you're
can
looking at it from the American standpoint where
no,
everything
no,
seems like
yeah, I'm just no,
a
I'm just explaining
travesty.
it. I'm just explaining it how like why women think like men want that. Like, no, I'm not going.
So again, do most of the people, not everybody, do most people on the panel still believe that you should only be with one woman at a time as a man?
Oh, I never believed that.
Oh, wait, where we get that from?
Well, Slimmy, you said that you should give your all to that one person if you in love with them or you love them, right? So that in that instance, you believe that you should be with that one woman, right?
Wait a minute. Y'all was talking about can somebody be in love?
Okay. Should people? Let me rephrase the question for you, Slimmy. Should men only talk to one woman?
No, hell no.
All right, I'm confused now.
That's like a loaded question.
No,
Like,
no, this is something totally different than what we was talking about.
So men should not only so men shouldn't fall in love then, right?
Oh, I
Hmm.
won't go that far. What I'm saying, well, I'll say
Come on,
this.
Slimmy, you got to stand on
Gotta
something,
pick a
bro.
And what do
side
you
now.
mean? Y'all keep changing shit up.
Well, I'm asking a question to piggyback off of things that's already been said, right? So, what I'm asking is because you said that if a man is in love, he should only talk to one woman, right?
No, I was saying I don't think I don't think anybody can be in full love with more than one person.
Okay, cool. So, if a person is in love, then should they only dedicate themselves to that one person?
I don't think you're gonna see nobody else.
Okay, all right.
I don't
It
think you're
don't
gonna
work
see
like
nobody
that,
else
bro.
if you in love.
That's how like that's why I was kind of skeptical on love because once you fall in, you would think like every other a woman is invisible, right? But it ain't like that, cause like it's just a it just turned into a battle you got to fight every day now. It is not like that, bro.
I don't like I don't think that men or I don't think people in general are just one, you're not blind. Two, what if a man sees another woman and then sees something in her that of course not only does he like the exterior, but he sees something else in her. He can fall in love with that just like he fell in love with the first woman.
No. See, this is
And
the
you still
thing.
love the first
This is the
woman.
thing.
And you still love the first woman. Like what does that
No,
change?
this is the thing. You're not gonna get into nothing else with nobody if you in love. That's what I think.
Oh,
You're
I
not
don't get
gonna.
what you mean.
There's no way you can fall into another situation like that. You can not. She just falls into your lap. No,
Okay,
no.
how did the first one happen?
Damn.
What do you mean? How did the first one happen?
Meaning, how did you fall for the first one?
I don't know. I'm just what I don't know. What does that matter? What
Okay,
I'm saying is,
hypothetically, what I'm saying is, however you fell for the first one is exactly how you're gonna fall for the second one.
I
Okay, Slimmy,
disagree.
let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Slimmy. If you've never felt it before, how can you explain it?
That's what I was telling him.
what you mean if I've never been in love?
Yeah.
Because I know what love is, and I
But you
know
just
what I
said
But
that
you
think.
being
said it's
in
not the
love and
same.
love is two different things.
Yes,
So if it's two different things, then how can you explain something you've never experienced before?
I can anticipate what I think will happen and how I think
That's
I
fair.
would react.
I think that everybody can have an opinion. That's fair.
No, me. So, dude, he proposed a good question. He said, "So, if you could fall in love with more than one person, then why don't you get more than one wife?" And that's to me the biggest sacrifice that never get any praise for. I feel like like as a man, because your wife don't want more than one, she don't want no sister wives or nothing. I feel like that's like the ultimate form of like, hey, I'm showing you I love you. Like I'm trying to put all this to the side as natural, like biology, all for you. Because we
Now,
know, like, what you
go
trying
ahead.
to go?
Go ahead, 2K.
Now I'm trying to get it out in a way where I don't sound like an asshole about it. But like,
Too late.
no, it's crazy. Like, but that is what it is, though, bro. Because there's no way I can show you that I love you. Like, if I don't know, I feel like there's no form of, I don't know, bro. I can't say it. I don't know how to explain it. I can only show you.
I will say this. The part that I really disagree with is I don't think that is natural for women to feel that. I don't think that it's the same for men and women. I don't. I don't think it should be this. It's the same with men and women. I don't think that men. I don't think that men love the way that women love, and I don't think that women love the way men love.
Yeah.
If y'all telling me that it's the
Expound on
same
that.
across, if y'all telling me that it's the same across the board, it's a reason why women don't have multiple husbands. But I think it's in certain cultures and historically, it's a reason why men had multiple wives.
Yeah.
Well, that's just the
Wo-
nature of things.
Well,
That
women
like
did.
Women have multiple
Women did have
husbands.
multiple husbands in certain cultures.
And,
Like,
and
Women
what
have
And
and,
what
multiple
and what?
husbands now.
Okay,
and
so
what time, Elder?
so I'm unfamiliar with this, and
Because
I
it's a
can
lie.
admit when I'm off, but I'm y'all
so
got to
like,
educate me on this.
It has always been shunned upon. Always. At every period of human existence. They are lying.
Y'all no, y'all got to give me.
no,
Maybe
no.
they're
I think
not.
the
Maybe they're
so
not. I'm
like,
open.
I
I'll
think
give
the
you
Queen of
some. Go
Sheba
ahead, Carrie. Go ahead.
had
Go ahead,
multiple
Carrie.
husbands.
No, I was just gonna say I'm not saying
Wait,
that
let me
it's a
somebody
whole.
look
It's
that
a.
up.
I'm not saying that it was a time period culturally, but I'm saying right now, yeah, there's women with multiple husbands. I didn't realize it was such a big thing until I started following. At one point, her name was Juju Mama, but now she uses her name Kenya. She has two husbands. Her husband has two wives. That she has another
Oh
boyfriend.
no, I think that
She,
they got to be gay.
no, I
They
don't
got
think
to
so
be
at
gay.
all.
It's
No,
no way in hell, no way in
no.
hell,
Yeah, I saw
no
that.
way in hell that any
Okay,
man
so
with our masculinity would allow for our wives to have another husband. That
Yeah.
now
okay,
again, and maybe that's just me and ego speaking right now.
I think
But
so.
yeah,
to have
okay,
a
because
man,
remember,
another man, to have control of your chick voluntarily
Well,
is insane to me.
when
Yeah.
you say you mean
Control, well, she probably controlled both of them.
To have two guys in there in the
Yes.
household working together on a project is
Listen,
insane to me.
they
if
it's actually a whole community of them and
Gotta be gay.
why are they gay? They don't the men
They
don't
gotta
live
be gay.
together. The men don't live with each other. They're not sleeping with each other.
That gotta be
well,
gay. They
I was
gotta be
gonna
gay.
bring up I was gonna bring up Native American cultures because a lot of Native American cultures they did have, and actually it's one still right now living in the Amazon where it's like a big community. But there are multiple cultures that have done it. The reason why though the culture that we do now doesn't do it is because of the whole thing of lineage.
Let me tell
They
you, think
want
about it like this.
oh, that's why.
So let me paint this picture. Let me paint this picture. So let's say that Slimmy, you got a chick that you married.
Ain't no way. Don't use me as an example for that.
It's like
Hell no.
Slimmy, this is the perfect
Women
example
don't like nothing.
because you're not
you
married.
me,
No, no, you're not
Hell
married.
no.
No, listen, because you're not married, it's a good way to use this as an example, right?
it's a
So this doesn't
hypothetical, man.
notice, yeah, it's hypothetical. It doesn't exactly hit you. So let's say that you find this chick and you like, man, I love her and she everything to me, and I want to marry her. And then she's at the grocery store and Quentin is in line in front of her, right? And so Quentin was like, hey, you know what? It's Christmas time. I want to make sure that I pay it forward and I want to pay for the stuff that's in your basket. And then she said, oh my God, you're so nice. You're so, oh man. And then they hit it off and he said, hey, let's keep in touch.
Whoa, what?
Okay, cool. No, listen, roll with me here. Roll with me on this one. So then, so they exchange information and stay in touch. And then she say, you know what, Slim Dog?
Slim dog.
I think, listen, I want to invite Quentin over for Christmas and before Christmas, and maybe you guys could see if y'all cool or not and go outside and put up the Christmas lights together.
We're not even doing this hypothetical.
No. No, for the sake of conversation. No, think about this for a minute because I'm painting a picture. I want to paint the picture because I want to understand exactly how this has always happened, how this has happened culturally. Carrie has to now with that scenario all together, and then ultimately, y'all work together. Carrie, you have to explain to me how this makes sense for a woman to introduce a man to another man, and then they share responsibilities and box together.
Hey, well,
Well, I'm
And-
not. Oh, go ahead.
it's not far
Go
off,
ahead.
Anton. To be honest, Slimmy, watch this. It's not far off because a nigga would know that girl got a boyfriend, and he do the same activities, and then he go back and swap spit with her the next day after
No,
he
that's
know
different,
what her.
bro. Because it's different when you put your last name on it.
I know it's different, but it's not
It's
far
way
off.
different, bro. No,
Niggas
because
be sharing
we
pics
still
anyway.
we still slot them. We still categorize them different. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody know that most women ain't virgins, right? But they still, and especially if she even if she a 4, she could be a hot 3.5 or 4. Anything above a 3, they never single. Even if they single, they not single because they always got somebody that's somebody trying to talk to them or whatever. They not single. At no point in their careers, once they pass 20, 21 years old, they're never going to be single if they above a 3.5, 3.75. Okay. If they above a 3.75, they will never be single. Okay. It's always somebody, somebody,
Facts.
somewhere, right? Now, we all know, considering that somebody else done had her. However, we've conditioned in our mind, okay, well, you know what? You know what I'm saying? Is she not mine? It's just my turn. Or, whatever logic you put in your head to make her pure in your mind, to make her feel like she's your queen to be, right? But it's much different when you put your last name on her versus somebody that you're just dealing with for the moment, or she just a situationship at the time. It's a way different psychological game. Like you're not, no matter what, right? You're still not going to go onto the roof and be hanging up Christmas lights with the dude. You could knock her down, or you could be with her for the moment or whatever. But you're not going. Are you going to be exchanging recipes with the dude? Because sister wives move differently.
Anton, I'm here to tell you that it's niggas that do it already, bro.
I think that they gay.
So check this out. I had one dude when I was in the army. It was his sergeant. Like the dude was over him. His wife and me, both of their wives hung out. They hung out. But one of the dudes, the dude sergeant, was piping down his wife. He did everything with that dude. Everything. They was always together. And he
That's
was
how you. But that's how you die.
I get that's how you die, but I'm saying it happens.
But it's how you. But think about it though. That's how you die. It's still not accepted in no way, shape, or form.
But that's got to be a cultural.
Anton,
It's got to be a cultural thing, though,
Anton, do you know
Anton.
how many homeboys be sleeping with they they be sleeping with their homeboy girlfriends and wives?
But we all know that is never to be accepted, and that is never something that you should ever do.
So
you should never sleep with your homeboy's chick. We know just as
Yeah.
regular dudes, you ain't even got to be married. If that's your homeboy chick, We know that that is off limits under no circumstances, and there's no scenario that you can paint that would ever make it acceptable. We look
Fact.
at those type of dudes as scumbags. And so
Okay,
all I'm
I
saying is,
agree.
I'm not saying that it doesn't happen. I'm saying that it's in no way, at no point, socially acceptable. No
Look,
way.
I agree. So listen. So by that logic, because I see y'all in the comments saying that's gay. By that logic, if you messing with another dude girl, you are officially gay.
No, that's not what we said.
How
I
it's
said
it's
no.
the
I
same
said I just
thing.
said you don't mess with your homeboy's girl.
It don't.
You can't. No. You can't mess with a dude's girl that you are cool with.
It's
That
a
is
how.
complete
But
because that
what's
is
the
completely.
difference?
Listen, I don't believe that's completely different.
What?
That
What's
is
the
completely
difference?
different. If your chicks, because this is how it works. 2K. I don't know if you familiar with this, but this is how it works. If your chick cheat on you with another dude, that's a you problem. That's something that you got to deal with her. You don't check the dude, you check your chick.
Okay.
If your homeboy that you are cool with and knows you is sleeping with your chick, that is a completely separate situation. And so
And
what I'm
to
saying is you cannot hang out with the dude who's piping who you can't hang out with the dude and pipe down
and
his chick
to
at the same
the
time.
old
That is a violation. Rule number 1, you never
I,
ever under no circumstances
Ever.
ever bro,
ever
even
ever
in the mob is if you a made man historically in a mob, if you've ever read any mob book,
Can't mess with
that is one
nobody's
of the
wife.
ways in which you can get killed. You get the
Yep.
green light on your head immediately if you are messing with one of the other people in your organization's chick.
I agree wholeheartedly. But the only thing in the equation that changed was a title. That was my homeboy, and he was a stranger. But everything else that's being done, the swapping of spit, the
You can
sex.
frame it how you want to.
No, that's all the
You can
same.
frame it how you want to.
So if so, you hold on. So you mean to tell me it's okay if me and my homeboy ain't cool no more, and the next day he
No,
would have typed my chick down?
if he was ever your homeboy, you don't mess with his chick.
It's
You don't
gay both
listen.
ways.
If he was ever your homeboy, this is man law.
It's gay both ways.
If he was ever your homie, you don't mess with his chick. You don't mess with his ex because
It's
that's still his chick.
it's gay
You
both
don't mess
ways.
with your homeboy's ex. That's still his girl.
The facts. I get it. Listen, bro,
So
you
what we
talking
talking
to?
about?
I won't talk to. I'm bro. Trust me. When it come to that right there, I'm honorable. I won't even talk to a homeboy. I won't even talk to a girl my homeboy spoke to. Like they're just out of the picture. But by that logic, I'm just saying by simple logic, what you saying don't make sense
How don't it?
because all you did was added a title, and now you
Titles
basically.
matter. Absolutely, that's what you did. You added a
But I'm
title.
saying,
Titles matter.
listen. So if it's gay when your homeboy do it, it's gay when a stranger do it.
No, it's not because the title changes it. The fact that he's your friend changes it. The fact that
The,
you know the guy
the
changes it.
action doesn't change.
No, it does because the context matters. How
So
you met him
okay. So
matters. What you
if
did matters.
so,
If
help
you
me.
ever talk to her matters. That matters.
So tell me this: if my homeboy has sexual intercourse with a girl that I know, what do we call that?
A bust down.
Sex.
No,
If
no, 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 no,
no
no, no, no.
sex, no sex is
If your
sex is the
homeboy have
action.
wait. If your homeboy have intercourse with a girl that you know, right?
Yes.
So what's the problem? I don't understand.
Okay. You will put
Did you already used to talk to her? Like
I don't know. This is
no,
hypothetical.
no, no.
I'm just
It matters. Did you used to be in a relationship with her?
let's say yes.
That's a problem.
Okay.
Did he no. Did he do it unknowingly or did he do it knowing you was in a relationship with her?
Knowingly. Let's say knowingly.
That's
Yeah, you
violation.
can't do that.
That's a
Can't do
I
that.
violation.
trust me, y'all. I
If
don't
he
do this.
listen, if he went and bust down a chick that he knew you was in a previous relationship with, that's violation right there.
Okay. All right. Okay.
That's a violation.
No, I get it. You ain't telling me nothing. This is egregious to me. By any means necessary, I would never ever in my life mess with somebody in my home. Matter of fact, when my homeboys break up with their girlfriends, I be ready to go jump them.
No, I
Like,
feel you. I'm just
don't
saying
call
that.
me like you. Yeah, I told one girl.
But the context, the title matters. So what I'm saying is, if you if you go over and hang lights with a nigga with a guy, let me change my language, with a guy that your chick invite over because she likes him and she's looking for you to get to know him to approve their relationship, that is gay.
Man,
That is
what
gay
is
to me.
going on?
That is gay.
I'm
That
telling
is
you,
one. Listen, to me personally, and I know
okay.
that everybody got their standards. I'm gonna put my Carrie hat on. To me, that is gay.
And what I'm saying is the action. Listen, the action
You
of
can
them.
try to justify however you want.
No.
What?
Because y'all logically it don't make sense. The action of him having sex makes him gay.
Whatever.
Okay, makes him gay.
Nope, it's
But
gay.
it should apply to strangers as well.
Would you ever
Because
hang lights with a dude that, like, would you ever go to the store and get the Christmas tree and be like, hey, bro, you get one in, I get one in?
nigga, you do that. Listen, if you the only dude in Lowe's,
Shit.
a random dude will come out and help you
Wait,
carry something to the car.
didn't
And
that
still
happen in
pipe
Color
down your
Purple? Didn't that happen in Color Purple?
I don't know what
You
happened.
had her your way, I had her my way, but we had her.
I don't remember the Color Purple that well. All I know is when she did
Karen,
like
you know what I'm
this.
talking about?
I don't know nothing about
It's
that.
gay.
I don't know the Color Purple like that, Mika.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, at the end of
I
the
saw it
movie,
so long ago.
Mr. He was up there. He wanted that woman, and then the other guy already had her married to her, and they were sitting there talking to each other about how they had her.
It
What's
said
the name of
You
Anton
the
talking
take
about?
the
You
L.
talking about sugar?
Anton take the L.
Yes, the Color Purple. That's the Color Purple.
Nah, listen,
I mean,
go to
no,
the
I'm
movie.
saying you talking about sugar though. Are you talking about
Poetic
sugar?
Yeah,
Justice.
sure.
Sugar. Oh yeah. I do know what part you talking.
What was the name of the movie with Tupac where his homeboy and him and his homeboy had the same baby mama,
That's weak. They shouldn't have had that. I don't agree with that.
and they jumped on the dude that was over there?
I don't agree with that.
No,
I
I
don't.
think.
I
Wait,
don't
wait.
agree
I
with
don't
that,
think. I
bro.
don't think they was homeboys.
Yeah, they
I
was.
don't agree with that, bro.
I don't think they was homeboys originally. I think they was.
Yes, they was, bro.
Dog, I will never ever want a chick that my homeboy or my brother done been with. Under no circumstances.
I
Under
agree.
no circumstances, she is awful. I don't care what happened. She is 1000% off limits.
Them facts.
Because in my mind, if you getting with her directly after he done been with her and they was in a relationship, you was plotting on him the whole time. You can't be trusted. You can't be trusted if we were friends
Facts.
or we was brothers and then you wind up getting with the chick that I used to be with, or at some point, like, nah, dog, like, I can't trust you. I don't believe that you was ever my homeboy, because that means that you was looking at my chick when I was with her. You was already lusting after her. You was already wanting her.
Yeah, that's foul.
That's crazy, bro.
That's foul.
If I can't trust you to be like, hey man, hey, like if something ever happened to me and you hold me down, like if I can't trust you, if something ever happened to me, bro, we not friends, bro. We just not friends ever.
Facts.
So I just move a little differently.
I know.
I think that's a violation. Now, if your chick get with a dude outside of you and y'all not friends, that's just a part of the game. She just wasn't yours. Like, he don't hate the player. You got to hate the game. You got to get on her. You can't get on him. He didn't do nothing to you.
Yeah.
He don't know you. He ain't your homeboy. He ain't your
He
friend.
don't owe you nothing.
Y'all ain't never went to school together. Y'all ain't never broke bread together. Y'all ain't friends.
Yep.
That's a part of the game.
Yeah,
That's
he
just
don't owe
your
you
chick.
nothing.
That's your chick. You losing your chick. You better check her. Don't check him.
Yeah, Harper and Lance definitely shouldn't have been friends. They definitely shouldn't have been friends.